The reason why I had to make this video black is because your government, your churches, your managerial class, your governing class especially, your corporations, apparently you and your families think this is a laughing matter. So you put red on my lips, changed my voice, and did things like this. Now let's discuss the matter that you think is a laughing matter. For example, the fact that every 10 seconds a kid starves to death or dies of hunger-related causes. About 10,000 a day and over 3 million a year. Let's connect that to Isaiah 28 and Isaiah 30. Okay, so first, let's talk about Isaiah 28 real quick, part of it. Woe to the leaders of Ephraim and Judah. Tribe, right? Tribe B. Who's in the spirit of Ephraim and Judah? Who's leading them? Well, there is no spirit of Ephraim and Judah in a sense, except for me. It's Judah doing the right thing, because their leaders are in the realm of the dead, leading them to the realm of the dead. And I am the idea that the king of Judah in his true form is superimposed on. We'll get to that. You'll see that I'm right and there's no other way it could be. You think George Bush, Biden, Trump, you think the people at your churches, you think Pat Robertson, Billy Graham, Joel Osteen, David Duke, some televangelists, evangelical Christians, Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, Catholics, you think the Pope? Think about it. You'll see what I mean shortly. Woe to the wreath, the pride of Ephraim's drunkards, to the fading flower, his glorious beauty, set on the head of a fertile valley, to that city, the pride of those laid low by wine. See, the Lord has one who is powerful and strong, like a hailstorm and a destructive wind, like a driving rain and a flooding downpour. He will throw it forcefully to the ground. See, I'm part Nigerian. I'm not part British. I'm not part Jewish. Not from my patriarchal line. With my mom, it might be something like that. I am powerful. I am not worldly. Not neo-colonialist, not wig-wearing, not downplaying privilege and neo-colonial gains, not downplaying the modern-day slave system, not some controlled opposition ninny. I am powerful, so they do things in a way to mock me. They try to make it so I look feeble. Even sabotaged and fumed and poisoned with backaches and all kinds of stuff, headaches, I still can do 130 push-ups in a row. Willpower. There's not a single person on this planet, other than me, at this point, that is sabotaged to the extreme. They can do 130 push-ups in a row, but I don't give a shit how many push-ups people can do. It is willpower. Again, I tell you, woe to the wreath of Ephraim's drunkards, to the fading flower, his glorious beauty, set on the head of a fertile valley, to that city, the pride of those laid low by wine. See, the Lord has one who is powerful and strong, like a hailstorm and a destructive wind, like a driving rain and a flooding downpour. He will throw it forcefully to the ground. Now in Isaiah, so they do bitch-ass shit, make funny-ass noises, but anyway, in Isaiah, it makes it clear, okay, that it's talking to all nations. Any specific prophecy can be applied to all nations. That's the way it's written. They talk about Cush in Egypt, okay? But if you study it carefully, study Psalms, you see all the nations go down to the realm of the dead. So Babylon's system, which Ephraim's a part of, is thrown to the ground, and therefore Ephraim is thrown to the ground. So again, I tell you, woe to the wreath, the pride of Ephraim's drunkards, to the fading flower, his glorious beauty, set on the head of a fertile valley, to that city, the pride of those laid low by wine. See, the Lord has one who is powerful and strong, like a hailstorm and a destructive wind, like a driving rain and a flooding downpour. He will throw it forcefully to the ground. So what is the flood? It is martial art, prowess, throwing them forcefully to the ground. When they react to me being the top martial artist, like arrogant, racist British people, Jews, white supremacists, scientific racist, privileged, rich people. Oh, why can't we be like him? Oh no, cover it up. Like a bitch. And you people weren't loyal to God, you will feel the wrath of God after you die. But while you're here, you will feel the pink, sniveling red wrath of sniveling bitches who God is allowed to rule over you because you said you wouldn't give me my right to fucking lead. So instead of the Nigerian top martial artist of all time, of any race of all time, ever possible, as your king, You have Bill Gates and assorted sniveling corporate state trash. And no servant can be greater. You're thrown forcefully to the ground. We do it the easy way or the hard way. One way or another, God will hand you to my hands. You sniveling rebels. You who won't man up and woman up and do the right thing. You who are on the side and in the spirits of those who change my voice and image and put red on my lips like a sniveling, racist, gay, Barbie doll playing punk. You who are in the spirit of those who hid from my challenge just like a fucking bitch. A bitch. Pay nothing if they lose, a fucking bitch. That wreath, the pride of Ephraim's drunkards, will be trampled underfoot. That fading flower, his glorious beauty, set on the head of a fertile flower will be, a fertile valley, will be like figs right before harvest. As soon as people see them and take them in hand, they swallow them. In that day, the Lord Almighty will be a glorious crown, a beautiful wreath for the remnant of his people. He will be a spirit of justice to the one who sits in judgment, a source of strength to those who turn back the battle at the gate. I'm going to have to do this video again because the people you follow are like some mad TV bitches, and not one of you has the heart to obey God through me and reject their despicable tutelage, leadership, and pedophile energy.